we'll be jumping into the demo day pitches, excuse me. Very exciting that we have some of our alumni companies and some new companies who can add value to the retail and hospitality space, new solutions, new ideas, new innovation. So very, very excited to have this session now. Just want to hear if we are ready. I think we're ready to go, right? Yes. And so the first company that we have is CB4, and Zach will be the presenter here. CB4 is a sophisticated but simple AI for next level retail execution. Zach, if you're there.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Serena. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Fantastic. And do you see my screen?
No, not yet. But maybe some other people do. Yes, we see it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So, following the introduction, my name is Zach Ziegelbaum, and I'm the EMEA Director at CB4, leading our European expansion efforts. CB4's platform is a patented AI SaaS solution serving brick-and-mortar retailers across the US and Europe. We're an $80 million business, proudly backed by Sequoia Capital and Octopus Ventures, raising a total of $30 million to date, and obviously a very proud Metro Target Retail Accelerator alumni. We have more than 30 retail customers, spanning a wide array of verticals from fashion, such as Urban Outfitters and Levi's, to consumer electronics with MediaMarkt, and grocery, including Tesco's, Lidl, Eroski, and a number more. We apply our patented AI to just very simple point-of-sale data to help retailers uncover and correct operational issues, holding back sales of products that consumers love the most from each store. By correcting these chronic systemic issues, we improve floor execution and enable enhanced customer experience, resulting in up to 2% net new sales growth for our partners. And so how does CB4 help answer the challenges that we face of today? There are 3 points that I wanted to share. Today's shoppers want easy. And how do we know this? In an August McKinsey survey, 82% of consumers said that availability or convenience was one of the main reasons for trying a new brand. NRF also did a survey whereby 97% of consumers said they backed out of a purchase because it was inconvenient for them. And we ran our own CB4 COVID shopper survey across thousands of consumers, of which 71% of respondents said that getting everything on their list in one trip was either extremely important or very important to them. So delivering an easy one-trip experience to win new customers. The retailers we work with share that they're seeing a significant number of first-time shoppers during COVID. These retailers are increasing market share by using CB4 to deliver the easy one-trip experience that today's shoppers demand, ultimately turning first-time shoppers into repeat customers. And then third, what does CB4 do? CB4 sends each store manager across the chain a custom list of, say, 10 to 15 SKUs that have incredibly high demand at the specific store, but a problem is preventing customers from buying them. Store managers can execute a simple, quick in-store fix and turn a potentially negative experience into a very positive and profitable one. Now, by focusing only on correcting issues for products with high demand, a significant increase in sales can be gained without investing huge amounts of time at the store level. In fact, one of our global apparel partners, CFOs, was recently featured in the Wall Street Journal and referenced that AI has improved gross margins in Q3, up 1.3% from Q3 last year, which I think is truly remarkable considering they're not even a grocer, given the current retail climate. If I have a few more minutes, Serena, I can actually play a video that helps to articulate how our AI solution actually works. Otherwise, thank you so much for the time, and I'd welcome the opportunity to discuss the application of CB4 with anybody that may be interested.
Zach, I think you've got more time, so feel welcome to still share that video.
All right, I'll do that
I
now.
know that's very nice. It brings everything together.
Fantastic. Let me share my screen again. Do you still see my screen, Serena?
Yes. Yes.
Use CB4's patented AI solution to find and fix costly problems in their stores that are invisible to existing technology. What's the secret? Hidden patterns in basic POS data. Here's a simplified example. Each row here is an individual store in a chain. Each column is a product that's sold in those stores. The dots represent high, medium, and low volume sales. With trillions of combinations, finding a pattern is difficult for traditional analytics tools. It's even harder for the human eye. Here's how 10 products sell at just 10 stores. Do you see a pattern anywhere? Finding one is tough, even when you look at just a fraction of the data. But once you use artificial intelligence to rearrange this data, a distinct pattern emerges. There are 6 stores that share a behavior pattern. They sell these 4 products nearly identically. The outlier is a fat-free whipped cream, which appears to have comparable sales in all stores except Raleigh. In fact, Raleigh should have high sales of that whipped cream.
Yeah.
So I don't think that it's working, actually. I just get a message that it's not showing. So I don't know what happened. There I can see your screen, but I know when you play it, it didn't work. Maybe try again. Yeah.
Retailers use CB4's patented AI solution to find and fix costly problems in their stores that are invisible to existing technology. What's the secret? Hidden patterns in basic POS data. Here's a simplified example. Each row here is an individual store in a chain. Each column is a product that's sold in those stores. The dots represent high, medium, and low volume sales. With trillions of combinations, finding a pattern is difficult for traditional analytics tools. It's even harder for the human eye. Here's how 10 products sell at just 10 stores. Do you see a pattern anywhere? Finding one is tough, even when you look at just a fraction of the data. But once you use artificial intelligence to rearrange this data, a distinct pattern emerges. There are 6 stores that share a behavior pattern. They sell these 4 products nearly identically. The outlier is a fat-free whipped cream, which appears to have comparable sales in all stores except Raleigh. In fact, Raleigh should have high sales of that whipped cream. But a unique condition in the store is preventing it from selling the way it should. The system shows there are a lot of units on hand. There are no holes on the shelf. However, the fat-free whipped cream is out of stock. The shelf looks full because the night crew filled in the empty spot with double amount of extra creamy whipped cream. CB4 alerts the store manager, who leaps into action. With the fat-free whipped cream on the floor, sales at the Raleigh store now rise to where they should be. If we zoom out to the whole chain, you'll uncover a wealth of opportunities for your store managers to capture lost sales. In under 20 minutes a week, store managers improve the in-store experience for shoppers and increase sales by up to 2%. That's why these retailers love CB4. Need to see it to believe it? Plug your POS data into our engine and see the results for yourself. What we find might surprise you. Get in touch with us now to learn more.
Thank you very much, Zach.
Pleasure, thank you.
So I'm sure that Zach will also be at the networking later. So those of you who wants to connect with him, CB4 also ran a successful pilot within Metro earlier this year. So good to be chatting with him if you're interested in that. The next company, Anti-Knots, actually also just recently completed a successful pilot with Metro. So I'm very happy and excited to introduce you to Cedric, the CEO of Anti-Knots. And Anti-Knots, hi Cedric, I can see your video. Let me just quickly tell the people, Anti-Knots strengthens customer engagement with brands and retailers through one-to-one propositions and gamifications. Over to you, Cedric. You're just on mute. Just make sure you're on mute.
I don't think I'm on mute.
You're good.
Can you hear me? Is that okay?
Perfect.
Good. So hello everyone. My name is Cédric Chéreau. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Anti-Knots. We're based in Paris, in France, and Anti-Knots is one of the 8 mature startups that were part of the Metro Target Retail Accelerator last year. When I explain what we do at Anti-Knots, I usually start with a $1 bill. $1 or €1, it could be €1, is the average monthly reward that is distributed by retailers to their loyalty card holders every month. Just $1. And we all agree that $1 is not enough to influence the shopping behavior of anyone. The CEO of an international food retailer company once told me, you're right, $1 is not enough to make them choose my banner and my store more often than my competitors. But I have 10 million shoppers and 12 months in a year. So at the end of the year, it's a lot of money, $120 million spent for almost nothing, because my customers didn't notice anything and it didn't change their shopping behavior. That's exactly what we're trying to do at Anti-Knots. This is the goal. We want to make sure that every euro invested in promotion and loyalty will generate value growth for retailers and brands. How we do this? We do this through the loyalty challenge solution that we created. We offer customers a chance to take up custom design challenges that will reward them if and only if they reinforce their loyalty towards the retailer first. They can save big, but they have to do something for the retailer first. They have to reinforce their loyalty. As we say in the US, it's really the no pain, no gain philosophy. What makes us so unique is running such powerful AI at scale, because each offer is completely personalized on 3 different parameters. The brand is one of his favorite brands. The threshold the customer has to reach is depending on its potential. The reward is also depending on his shopping behavior, meaning no more 40 cents of the box of cereal of Kellogg's that you were going to sell anyway, and no more 30% off when a 20% discount is enough for that customer on that specific product. In a nutshell, what we do at Anti-Knots is personalization for incrementality. Today, our solution is rolled out at 10 large retailers like Carrefour and Auchan in Europe. We're also operating in the US. We are incentivizing millions of customers to spend a bigger share of their wallet with our retail clients, to make them choose Metro instead of Transgourmet more often. That's our goal. And talking about Metro, Loyalty Challenge was piloted by Metro Group last summer. We targeted nearly 20,000 traders in Russia over 6 weeks. Traders could select up to 16 different challenges that were entirely designed just for them. Participants were asked to pay 1 more visit at Metro during the period, and they also had challenges on spending on their favorite brands. Once again, all the thresholds were completely personalized.
Thank you so much, Cedric. That was really great to also see those results of the pilot. As Cedric mentioned, he will be at the networking session later. So those of you who are interested to pilot with Metro, to get some tips from Cedric. He is going to share them. Thanks, Cedric. Chat to you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And I think from Cedric, from the one French to the next French, right?
Yeah.
Happy to introduce Phoenix Cup, a new take on fast and flexible cash flow solution for VSEs and SMEs.
Yes, lovely. Thank you, Serena, and nice to meet everyone. So I'm Cédric Tessier, I'm the co-founder and CEO of PhoenixCap. So I'm going to showcase you why I think you should work with us. So as Serena mentioned, PhoenixCap, basically our idea is to provide simple cash solutions for B2B transactions. So we've been in operations for the past 5 years, but it's a company that we created already 8 years ago. And we've become actually the leading digital working capital solution or financing solution in continental Europe. We have now more than 35,000 companies actually using our services. We have raised more than 25 million euros of equity. And the way we finance companies is technically through a wholly owned asset management company, PhoenixCap Asset Management, which we own, and which provides the financing to our clients. So we're working with leading partners to provide that financing, be it Société Générale as a settlement bank, Euler Hermes, that you probably all know as a credit insurance company, our auditors, and also some strategic refinancing investors we have. So our model actually comes from the acknowledgement that we've all witnessed to some extent the birth of the e-commerce for consumers with Amazon, Alibaba, transforming the way as we consumers technically buy goods or services. And we've seen the same thing happening in a B2B environment, except that it's always less visible. There is a crystallization of transactions on software environments, digital on e-commerce, but also in the stores. And our idea was to provide an IT architecture whereby we could provide working capital financing directly from the transaction environment. So we started with an invoice financing product, which is called PhoenixCap. So it's digital factoring that we plugged onto B2B marketplaces, onto B2B retailers, in stores or physically, technically at the point of sales, on the websites as well. And we expanded last year with a new solution, which is called PhoenixPay, and which is a buy now, pay later solution. The idea is, for example, you're a customer of Metro. We'll talk about that a little bit later. You're a customer of Metro. You want to buy the goods before paying Metro for the goods, so you can sell the goods to your clients. You can use PhoenixPay. We pay Metro. And as a client, you can actually pay us back when you get the cash in the bank. So we offload the distribution of our product to our partners. What are the key ingredients of the success of PhoenixCap? First of all, we're omni-channel. We can work, as I just said, directly on your website. We can connect with APIs or an FTP server. We can do everything. Or we can work directly in the stores as well. So we can actually be plugged onto your CRM, onto your point of sale software, so that your clients have an omni-channel experience with us. Second of all, we're licensed in Europe to provide that service. So we can expand the service we now have in France, in Spain, and in Germany into other jurisdictions if we so select. We have been able actually to showcase that we can do the job that we promised to our investors. We have a very advanced data science model that we've enriched over the past 8 years, and which at the end of the day, which makes it so that the cost of risk has been very limited. We lost out of all this, like dozens of thousands of financing we've done, we lost less than 0.1% of the financing. And we provide, as I just said, that embedded finance experience for our users, which is very convincing when you look at the KPIs. I will talk a little bit further for that. Why you should work with us? First of all, we have proven, and we have strong KPIs to showcase that, we have proven that we increase the conversion of your clients. So a customer actually will come back more often or will be attracted to you because you have the buy now, pay later solution that we can provide. We obviously increase the average order value. So with the experience of Metro, we've already proven that even if it's a limited pilot program we have started with, the average order has increased by 30% with the customers using us. So it's significant. Obviously, we can increase traffic. The idea, if you're using us on your website, is to have more visitors coming to you. And at the end of the day, to have customers that are happy. I think that's the end goal of any normal salesperson. So the case study, how Metro France is delighting its customers by using PhoenixPay. So starting late July 2020, we launched the national program in all the 98 stores in France with Metro, so that Metro customers could actually select PhoenixPay to expand the payment date of their purchases. So in France, it's up to 60 days that we're working with Metro, but so that you know, we can work up to 90 days from a legal perspective. So client of Metro can use us directly in the stores or in directly as well on metro.fr, where they can actually buy goods directly from the stores of Metro. We pay Metro 100% of the face value of transaction in 24 hours. We protect Metro against the insolvency of their clients. They don't need to take care of this. And we take care of the collection services. So Metro can focus on what Metro is focusing on, doing business with its customers. So the proposal, actually, the participating parties to FinexPay transaction, you get it. For Metro, for the merchant, you improve the working capital financing, you attract new clients, you retain clients, which is key in the current environment. You increase your revenues. You're protected from the credit insurance we have with l'ARMS, and you're relieved from the collection efforts. For the customer, you can get it as well. We answer the financing needs on the spot. It's instantaneous credit decision. We can finance exceptional purchases or normal purchases, day-to-day purchases. We can finance large purchases so that, you know, with Metro, the maximum refer limit we've extended is roughly 107 euros for a 60-day period, so it's significant. It's flexible. You pay as you go. You only pay when you use it. There is no personal guarantee, no paperwork. You get the credit limit we can extend in maximum 24 hours. Non-bank financing, we have proven with Metro in France that we can actually serve more than 90% of the client base, even during the pandemic. And the financing costs are deductible from your taxable income. You can see the KPIs with Metro. So again, we launched really in July, late July. It has been growing very significantly ever since. So we now have more than 3,500 registered users in 4 months, and it's growing at more than 400% cumulative compounded rate. So you see the KPIs. More than 80% of the clients actually use it, and the average usage rate is 51% of the credit limit we extend. Why we're pitching today? Because we think there is a tremendous amount of opportunities with prospective B2B partners in Europe. So the idea for us is to prioritize Spain, Portugal, Italy, Netherlands, Germany, and Poland, because those represent the most dynamic perspectives for us. You see a certain number of partners we have right in the target line that we want to work with. But if you are not on this list and you want to work with us, definitely happy actually to get connected. So feel free to reach out. I don't know if you have, if it was too long, too short.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that's okay. Might be a little noisier, sorry. Excuse me, everyone. Thank you so much for that presentation. Will you be at the networking afterwards?
Yes, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
And for those of you who joined for the session with Olaf, he mentioned Floatify. And so here we've got Daniel. Definitely, I mean, during COVID, there were so many companies that were just at the right place at the right time, you know. And Daniel definitely with like quality assurance, that is our future, right? And so Floatify is a platform for digital quality assurance. Daniel, over to you.
Hello, thank you. My name is Daniel. I am the founder and CEO of Floatify. And let me explain to you what Floatify is and how it could be of help for you or for your customers. So let's dive into the problem for managing quality assurance if you have like a multi-store concept. That's basically our target groups, customers with more than one outlet. And if they have to document according to EU regulations, they face a number of problems. And most commonly, we heard from our customers that high administrative efforts on all levels is one big burden in quality assurance. To implement updates at short notice, especially during the lockdown phase earlier this year, changes were like on a not daily, but at least bi-daily, weekly basis. So this was really hard for customers to cope with. prevention of manipulation of checklists for temperatures or hygiene inspections, disinfections, and so on is a typical problem we heard of from our customers. And access to relevant documentation from the centralized quality management is really hard to get, not only during lockdown, but if it is done on pen and paper way. So these are the most common problems we heard from our customers. And what we thought of is a solution to digitize the entire process of quality assurance. And let me quickly explain to you how this works. So Floatify now is a platform consisting of several different tools which you can use standalone or in combination. But it all starts with a web dashboard for the administration of your entire Floatify product chain. So you administrate your checklist, your tasks, and whatever employees have to do in stores. And then the employee either uses the Floatify HACCP app to document whatever has to be documented in a store. May it be temperature, hygiene checks, deliveries, and so on. In a typical supermarket, there might be about 100 to 120 checklists with up to 300-400 tasks to comply with per day. Then we have the Floatify Audit app. It's an addition to the HACCP self-monitoring tool, which helps you to do store checks, supplier audits, safety checks on a monthly, weekly, or yearly base. And then you can analyze the data by city, state, or country. And to top it, we have an IoT integration, which helps our customers to integrate data loggers, washing dishwashers, other intelligent kitchen equipment to get data out of equipment that they don't have to document on hand, and faster access to all the information from your dishwasher if it has a problem and so on. And these components together help our customers to save up to 2.5 hours time per week, depending on your store or outlet size. We deliver live data of all tasks that have to be complied to. We have cross-site updates in minutes, not days, which was very convenient during COVID. And of course, with our technology, we minimize manipulation of data. So this being said, who are our customers so far? Currently, we have like more than 1,200 licenses in the market, in the DACH region, in Romania with Transgourmets, cash and carry stores, in Czech Republic, in Canada, and Singapore. And our segments are basically 4 verticals: food, retail, and wholesale, quick service restaurants, public canteens, and hotels. And on the other hand, we have partners. Of course, IoT partners like providers of machines like dishwashers, Horvath and Myco, but we also can integrate mousetraps, combi ovens, and so on. We have sensor integrations, several ones, and we have sales and distribution partners like TÜV Süd, who is doing global sales of Floatify with a white label solution, which we can also offer to other sales partners, which is available from Floatify. So now you have a rough idea what Floatify does, who is our target group, and for you, it might be interesting to consider, is it a solution we can use in our own company, or is it like an add-on service we can add to our customers? And both is possible with a white label solution or your internal. To give you a quick impression of what it looks like before I will come to a finish, there's a dashboard where you can see, like on a map, where are my locations, you can see results and so on. You see an integration of sensors, which can send, of course, alerts of different kinds. You see all the temperature stats and so on. And app-wise, on the left side, you see the audit app, very easy. It has to be working with your employees or with your customers' employees. So it has to be very basic. You can sign tasks, you can add videos, photos, PDFs to make them more independent, self-empowerment. And on the right-hand side, you see our audit tool. It follows similar UI, but it has all it needs for auditing your own company or external partners. This being said, I would be very much interested to learn what are your challenges with food safety or hygiene checks, which are probably one of the most important topics for the years to come, even when COVID will settle a little bit more in our daily life. So thank you for taking your time, and feel free to connect anytime after the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. I don't know if you even know this, but in my previous life, I was a food scientist. So very close to my heart, this HACCP.
I didn't know, Selina. So it's good to stay in touch.
Yeah. See you in the networking. Nice things to talk about.
Yeah. Thank you for taking your time.
Thank you. And so over to Hoya, who is tackling the problems of the current food system and producing like an alternative plant-based protein. And I can assure you, I've tasted it. It tastes good, guys. Over to you.
Serena, are you changing to me, to Tim?
Oh, sorry, Tim. I was told Hoya is next, but I mean, Vital, everyone, is the new takeaway packaging material. Digital reusable system for takeaway, delivery, and convenience food. Tim?
Yes, thank you so much, Serena, for the intro. Hi, everyone. My name is Tim. I'm super excited to pitch Vital to you today, and I would like you to take away 3 things from this pitch. 1, reusable packaging is the future for takeout, delivery, and much of convenience food. 2, Vital's digital packaging as a service platform maximizes the use of reusable containers for both vendors and consumers. And 3, if you want to partner up to make sustainable to-go food, please reach out to us. Now, I co-founded Vital together with 2 of my former colleagues from the Boston Consulting Group, with the vision to make reusable packaging as easy and convenient as single-use. Now, we believe that reusable packaging is the future because it just doesn't make any sense to produce food containers worth 259 billion euros every year that end up as waste in the ocean or burned in landfills. Now, according to GS1 Germany, the standard setter in the retail industry, 75% of consumers are ready for reusable packaging if they can use it across retailers and restaurants alike. Now, Vital's digital packaging as a service platform consists of high-quality reusable containers with individual tracking QR codes and 2 apps, one for consumers and one for vendors. In addition, we have a live data platform tracking impact and savings for all participants. As a vendor, you sign up to our service, we charge you a sign-up fee, and you receive your first batch of Vital containers. Then you only pay on a pay-per-use basis whenever you save single-use packaging waste and costs. And the cool thing is, you only, or most of our partners, actually save money on their packaging by using Vital compared to their single-use packaging. In addition, since October, we are offering pre-ordering via the Vital app, adding another source of revenue for our partners and helping canteen operators to digitize and basically sell their food waste as well. As a consumer, you sign up to our service, register in the app, and then it's as easy as car sharing. With the app, you can borrow as many containers as you need at any partner outlet for free, without paying a deposit. You only pay if you don't return the containers within 14 days. And we use eco-nudging and reminding app messages to incentivize quick returns. This works so well that we achieve better return rates and a higher system efficiency than the German beer bottle deposit system. More than 98% of our containers are returned on time, and the average return time is just 3 days. Now, in the last couple of months, so we started Vital in September 2019 with 5 partners. We scaled it to more than 500 partners all over Germany right now. The Rewe Group is piloting our solution since September at their salad bars, and we are adding 1,500 new app users every week. So you see, not only Corona, but also our business is growing exponentially. And we see that across all our platform KPIs, transactions, registered users, and partners. So please partner with us and help us to bring sustainable to-go food all over Europe. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that. I'm definitely looking forward to using your product.
Cool. Is there time for questions?
No, I think that we still have about 5 companies to go through. So I hope you'll be joining us at the networking session.
Sure. Looking forward to it. Thank you, everyone.
Great stuff. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Ciao. Okay. And so here we've got Hoira. So as I said, I can vouch that this plant-based protein is really delicious, and I'm so happy to introduce Hoira to you, who's tackling the current food system problems. Over to you.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Sorry, because I don't see anyone because I'm in the presenting mode. So I'm Bernard. I'm one of the co-founders of Eura Foods. We are so happy to be here to explain like how we changed from we moved from activism, because Mark and me, we were both activists, to corporate activism, because we think from food tech innovation and spreading consciousness, we can have the impact we want to see in the world. And when we think about products, we don't think products that just solve one of the issues, but all the issues. And that means animal welfare, that means sustainability, but that also means health. And until now, we've seen the plant-based meat industry shown a very good sensorial experience. There are many companies doing great products in the world, and I consider them allies. But we have the challenge of making them also very nutritious, very healthy. And that's why we put the Mediterranean heritage as a core of how we do products. And that means always working with healthiest fats. We work with extra virgin olive oil. We try to reduce as much as we can the label, the amount of ingredients we use. And also we want high performance protein. So very less calories per protein. And here we have some examples. With the new burger we just launched, the 2.0, we can see 4 grams of fat plus just 1 gram of saturated fats, while all the competitors have more, which I don't want to say it's better or worse. It's just the way we see how this range can be expanded and introduced in many kitchens. So reducing and breaking all the barriers. Also, when we see on the amount of ingredients, the R&D team is focused on reducing, just using those ingredients that are needed to get the meat experience, but not adding anything that does not add any value. And that also works with oils. We just work with one oil, and that's has been the 6 months we've been working, 6-8 months working with a fat analog made out of extra virgin olive oil that works as a coconut oil, but with the good things of olive oil. When you see all the nutritionals, it's crazy how much effort the R&D team have put in making products that when you turn and you see the label, consumers say, oh wow, it's incredible. How can they get this meat experience out of vegetables? And at the end, it's very easy. All these companies here, we have seen that the things that make meat are in the vegetable kingdom as well. So we just want to find them in the vegetables kingdom, but in the healthiest way. So yeah, very healthy, but how tasty is it? Because if it's just healthy, but it's boring, no one wants to add this in a restaurant, no one wants to eat this at home. So we've been the past 3.5 years, testing our products and improving our products in the Spanish market, also now Portugal, Holland, Singapore, Hong Kong, Chile, etc. And all the reviews are crazy. Restaurants are selling more and more, and all the reviews are saying it tastes like meat, but it's not meat. So this is great point to continue expanding. Here, I'm going to go very quick through the products. We started with a chicken-alike range. Here we have different flavors, but then if you want, I can give you more details, but it's all Nutri-Score A, best ingredients. Same with the burger, Nutri-Score A, like as I said, very, very clean label. But we just don't want to be like the chicken and burger like partner. We want to be the partner for the plant-based meat section. And that means creating all those products that we love to find in the butcher shop, but are not yet in the plant-based meat option. So like in the following 2-3 months, we will be launching chicken nuggets plus sausages. And at the beginning of next year, chicken burger, mincemeat, always with the same standards, always Nutri-Score A, olive oil, BRC, AFS. And we do this because we want to change the world. So changing the world means being attractive. So working in a marketing perspective to stand out and also having the minimum impact. It would not make sense to make this with all plastic or like all unsustainable material. So we put a lot of effort there. And that's why our packaging like use least plastics as possible. And we work not as a brand, but as a social movement. And that's why like we have like boomed social media. We, in the south of Europe, we are the company like in the food sector with more engagement, with more followers, comparing with the competitors. Like it's crazy. We have like almost 5% engagement, which is like, you cannot see anything like that, but it's just easy because we work as we were in influencer. And that's why we get so much organic love from our idols, like Football Club Barcelona, MotoGP, Atletico de Madrid, like celebrities are using these products because they want to be part of a revolution. It's what's happening in the US with Impossible or Beyond. They get like so much attention from celebrities. So we are getting this from European stars. And that's like bringing POS traffic to restaurants and to stores. Like we have a lot of data about this because we are very data driven as well. And this brings us to like being the Spain #1 rotation, both in restaurants and supermarkets. In Spain, we like work with people like not just in Spain, but like here you can see we work with Macro, which is Metro in Spain. We work with the main supermarket chains like Carrefour. We work in Chile with Totus, etc., and food service, which is 0.5%, at least before the coronavirus outbreak, was 50% of the revenue. We have a lot of like partners that are also delivering great experiences, both in Europe, but also like in Singapore with Grand Hyatt and other hotel chains. And now we are at that moment that we want to explode this, bringing it everywhere. So we are trying to find partners that spread this and help us to deliver this, because we just want to focus in R&D and community building. So we need partners that help us to deliver these products around the world. So that's why we are in this financial round where like here you can see some of the investors also who is accelerating us or who has been accelerated us, and also some awards. And here are the main countries we will focus on, especially like conquering Europe is the main focus at the moment for the following 2 years. Also, we will be like touching other markets, like we're trying stuff in Middle East, China, and also some parts of North Africa. And as I'm not sure how much time I have, but like just a quick summary. We born from activists. Yeah. We make wild food. Yeah, sorry.
Like if I give you 10 seconds.
Yeah, just very healthy, but also great products that bring people on your store, on your restaurant, and like that's successful at the end. Yeah. So thank you. And sorry for all the information I gave.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you pitching, showing up. I know that you had a couple of things. So thank you so much. And hope to see you a little later in the networking session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Have a nice
Thank
afternoon.
you. Ciao. The next company is Kitro. that Kitro automates data collection and gives action-oriented insight that allows for waste reduction and optimization of your kitchen's resources. I'm very excited to introduce Kitro. Have fun.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Can you see my slides?
Yes, we can see that.
Cool. Hi, my name is Anastasia, and I'm one of the founders of Kitro. So it's probably safe to say that we all know this situation, and little did we know that when throwing away this banana, we just contributed to a massive problem, because 1/3 of all the food produced ends up being wasted along the global supply chain. Now, not only does this come at a massive cost for the environment, it also comes at a big cost for the economy. It is estimated that $2.6 trillion are wasted every year because of food waste. Now, looking at the hospitality industry, they have a few challenges they're facing, and one of which is that they have a lack of overview of how much and what fills up their bins at the end of the day. Yet, they waste roughly 20% of all the food they purchase. Now, at Kitro, we believe what gets measured gets done, and this is why we have invented a fully automated system designed to measure and monitor food waste in restaurants and canteens. And here's how it works. We place this device in the kitchen. Every time they throw something away, we take an image, we capture the weight, and then we send this data into our software where we're using image processing and machine learning technologies to identify what has been thrown away. We then show our customers their data in a comprehensive way, and so they can log on to a dashboard and see exactly how much they threw away, the cost connected to it, and so on. Based on this data, they can optimize their work processes and work more resource efficiently, and the best thing is they also save costs. Since we started in 2017, we've measured in over 80 properties, and our customers are mainly bigger hotel chains, restaurant groups, canteens, such as hospital canteens, but also retirement homes or school canteens. We charge them a monthly subscription fee that includes pretty much everything. We rent a device to them, and depending on how long they work with us and also, of course, the property type, this fee can also be discounted. The team behind Kitro is quite a mix between hospitality and tech. Co-founder Naomi and myself, we studied at the hospitality school in Switzerland, and this is also how we got the idea of creating this product. A few words about the next milestones. We are looking to grow our team. We currently have 4 open positions by February. We then also plan on CE certifying our hardware so we can start expanding into European countries. And for that, we also need funds, of course. So we've raised up to now more than 2.5 million Swiss francs, and we're looking to start raising again in January. So if you think you could be a potential partner for the internationalization or would be interested in learning more about our fundraising, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anastasia. Beautiful presentation also. Thank you very much. I hope to see you later in the networking session.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great stuff. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So next up we have JustSnap. JustSnap has an innovative receipt processing technology which enables brands to conduct customer activations with high return on investment in any offline or online sales channel while connecting with their customers and providing valuable shopping cart data for retargeting. Over to you.
Hi, Selena. Thank you for the nice introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Ahmed, and I am the CEO and co-founder of JustSnap, alumni of 2017 Retail Acceleration Program. In JustSnap, we are targeting one big challenge of all the brands that are trying to reach out to their consumers and incentivize them to be one of their consumer or continue to be their consumer. So doing any traditional campaign management needs really, it's upgrading. There are many challenges like integration to the POS systems of the retailers at real time, or printing codes on pack, or doing any activity within the shop. It has big challenges, and it requires a bit of technology to get integrated to all those systems. But the market is fast, and the brands are really trying to act fast and try to understand who their consumers are and why they are buying their brands, or what else they can sell out to those consumers. So in JustSnap, we have developed a technology that enables consumers to participate into those shopper activities in a very flawless way, a very easy way. All we are asking for the consumers to participate into those shopper activities, brand activities, simply by taking a photo of their receipts, invoices, e-invoices from any retailer they want, whether it's an online or whether it's an offline retail channel. So as a white label technological solution, we are capable of enabling the brands, mobile apps, campaign micro websites, or even conversational commerce bots such as Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, and all those that consumers upload their receipts. And in an instant, we can capture the whole data out of the receipt, make the analysis, imply the campaign conditions, and report to consumers instantly on the spot. As mentioned, we're capable of doing this in all mediums so that consumer easily can opt into any brand touch point and will be able to participate into those activities, and we can capture the whole shopping data as we are selling all the time, that the sales receipt itself or the invoice is the golden source of information. From that information, we can obtain the whole demographics of the consumers, their retailer preferences, and the day and the hour they want to shop, and the money they spend in average, and the products within that receipt, and your basket values, and all type of behavioral segmented data can be easily obtained from those receipts at real time. That gives us a huge advantage of not just enabling the campaign management in the offline stores where still like more than 80% of the shopping continues with the same advantages as doing it on the online, but we also extract a lot of consumer shopping insight, which we enable both the brands and the retailers to real-time retarget those consumers, and even to we're able to measure the online to offline conversion analysis by just simply identifying what the consumer have seen your ad, up to the point that they participated into the campaign and bought your products. So we had implemented thousands of campaigns, millions of participations, with millions and millions of receipts being processed that gave us the advantage to implement in many markets of the Europe with identifying the retailer receipts, consumer analysis, and SKUs being identified specifically. Even they have been represented in a different manner in all different retail stores. We are able to capture the data out of the receipts and map them into the right product category, which gives us a huge advantage of identifying the values of the products and the consumer behaviors. And not just only doing this on the traditional retail channels, but we are also capable of doing it in the HoReCa channel, which also is a great advantage for brands to run shopper activities in the HoReCa channel, so that take a beverage company or a brewery company, a customer of yours, Metro Group, for example, implementing a solution in the restaurant or quick serving restaurant or HoReCa channel, where the consumers can participate simply by taking a photo of their receipts and participating, where the brand can also incentivize the consumers and also enabling the HoReCa channel with their support by capturing a lot of data about the consumers' preferences in those HoReCa places where they have visited. So as you can easily imagine, most of the FMCG companies are our clients for a long time. We are enabling them to understand why their consumers are buying them, and what are the options to give them personalized offers through in every retail channel, whether online or offline, on a personalized level, and keep the connection between the consumers and the brands based on instant activities, not relying on only price discounts or other methods which are diminishing the margins, but we're capable of incentivizing the consumers with something which is valuable for them, which has a meaning in their life, such as digital coupons that they can use in their lives, such as a discount from digital library or an education program from Udemy, or take it as a special discount from a restaurant which they love to go and dine. So in a nutshell, what we do is that we connect the brands and the consumers in a most optimal way, so that the brands and the retailers can benefit of consumers' data out of the receipts or invoices they are sending to our platform in exchange of being a part of the campaign. So this is all, Selena, I want to say. And I'll be more than happy to answer any questions in the networking session.
Thank you very much for your time and the presentation, Ahmed. And I'm also looking forward to catching up a little later.
Thank you.
Good. And so the last company to pitch today is Via Delivery. So just Via Delivery promises to deliver locally at a fraction of the cost of traditional carriers by empowering pure play e-commerce. Take it away.
Okay, so hi, I'm Mitchell, and it's Via Delivery. Meet like classical pure play e-commerce store, and it definitely has a problem. That problem is called last mile problem, because sometimes shipping costs more than the actual item they are trying to sell. On the other hand, we have those brick and mortar retailers, and it's 2020, they are suffering from declining foot traffic. Could we potentially do something with like both of these problems? Well, while standard retail stands for buy in store, pick up in store, that's like a brick and mortar, and e-commerce, pure play e-commerce stands for buy online and get delivery, we are helping brick and mortar stores to generate incremental revenue by bringing more foot traffic to their stores. And the way we do it is some kind of advanced version of BOPIS, which is like buy online, pick up in store, while the pure play e-commerce are doing online sales, and brick and mortar stores become a peak point for online parcels, so that they both like the first benefit from the cheaper and convenient delivery, and the second could get extra foot traffic. As a platform, we just link to multiple pure play e-commerce stores, and we connect to multiple brick and mortar retail chains and manage the data flow as well as the flow of actual parcels. And if you are the owner of brick and mortar retail chain, the reason you could consider doing that is first, you get those incremental revenue, because like any foot traffic is something you can convert to extra sales. And of course, you have broader visibility, and you definitely stand out from the competitors who do not have options like that. But let's go a little bit deeper into it. Now you have two trucks. One of them is like shipping your normal grocery, for example, to your stores. And now the second truck is delivering online parcels. Does that make sense at all? And in Via Delivery, we say, no, it doesn't. Because since you have excessive resources in your supply chain, you could actually add those parcels and get them delivered to your store. And that could be the incremental source of revenue for you, as you can basically monetize the empty space on existing trucks. The way we do it is we ship all those parcels to your distribution centers, and from that point you deliver them to store, and the online shopper comes for a pickup and becomes your extra foot traffic. For logistics side, what you get is, okay, you are paid for every single parcel that is delivered and picked up in your store, and we help you with integrating into your standard routes and into your standard schedule so that you don't need to send any additional trucks for those deliveries. And we also provide the full IT support for this process. Why we do it? Well, because we know 62% of those who come for a pickup are actually converted to extra sales. At the moment, we have over 15,000 locations from brick and mortar side and over 4,000 pure play e-commerce partners. We have a customer advisory board that is well known in the industry, including vice president of Target and senior vice president of CVS Farm that is responsible for retail division, as well as Alex Ha from Amazon, who is the head of product delivery. And the reason we are there right now is very, very simple. There are 16 billion parcels delivered in the United States and in EU annually. And just imagine that even a small portion of this huge number could become your extra foot traffic. So that's it for me. And it's via delivery. We are bridging the gap between pure play e-commerce and brick and mortar stores. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time and that presentation. Really appreciate it, enjoyed it, and hope that you will be joining for the networking session for anyone who wants questions or who has questions for you and wants to connect.
Sure.
Okay, great. And that wraps up our company pitches for day one. Thank you so much for everyone who joined, for the startups who prepared and were part of this day. It was really so much fun to see some of the alumni companies and the growth that they've been going through since we saw their actual demo day presentations back from 2016, 2017, 2018. So really, really lovely to see that growth, and very excited for some of the new solutions also.